Hello everyone and welcome back to Dungeons & Death Battles, the series where we search for the most lethal monster in all of Dungeons & Dragons. The rules are simple. The fight takes place in the arena, fighters start 30 feet apart, there is no fleeing the arena, and it's a victory by kill only. In this second season of Dungeons & Death Battles, 16 deadly dungeon denizens will be facing off against each other until we find the most barbaric of the bunch. And a big welcome to the very first quarterfinal round of the Dungeons & Death Battles CR2 League. And of course we have been building up to this over the past several weeks, and the very first qualified monsters to be taking each other on in the quarterfinals will be none other than the Yuan-Ti Broodguard and the Intellect Devourer. Each of these creatures have of course earned their place in the quarterfinal rounds and will be vying for one of those sweet semi-final spots. And now for a quick breakdown of the two competitors. The Yuan-Ti Broodguard definitely showcases the physical advantages that it possesses, and with its ability to go reckless and make 3 attacks per round, it is going to be a challenge to take this thing down. But then on the flip side, we do of course have the Intellect Devourer, which made its way into the quarterfinals with that instant kill on the Silver Wormling, its Devour intellect ability proving incredibly dangerous. And that is something that Yuan-Ti Broodguard is going to have to look out for, especially with that 6 intelligence score. But of course, these two challengers' reputations precede themselves, and we don't need to analyze too much further. So without further ado, I think it's time we roll in for some initiative and get this battle underway. And so we will be rolling in with the Yuan-Ti Broodguard here first. We're going to be coming in with that +2 to initiative, and there's a 12 + 2 for 14. Pretty respectable there. Let's see what the Intellect Devourer can do. And the Intellect Devourer has rolled in with a 19 + 2 for 21. Does mean that the brain on legs will be going first. And of course with that, the tiny aberration wants nothing more than to get as close to its target as possible in an attempt to devour its victim's intellect. And so of course it will be charging across the battlefield, covering that 30-foot gap with ease before making its multi-attack in which it can use its claws and devour intellect. So we are going to be coming in with those claws first. So rolling in with a +4 to hit on this one, looking to beat an AC of 14. And once again, it's like in that 19, with that 19 +4 for 23, definitely breaking through the AC of the Yuan-Ti. And with that very first hit, we're going to get some damage on the table with 2d4 + 2 points of slashing damage. So rolling in there, and that's a 3 and a 1 for 4, +2 for 6 points of damage, which is going to bring the Yuan-Ti Broodguard down to 39 hit points. But of course, this is the attack that the Devourer hinges most of its play on, and that is Devour Intellect. And so of course, the Intellect Devourer targets one creature you can see within 10 feet of it that has a brain. The target must succeed on a DC 12 intelligence saving throw against this magic, or take 11 psychic damage. So with that first part in mind, we are going to be rolling in with a DC 12 intelligence saving throw for the Yuan-Ti Broodguard. And that is a 4 - 2 for 2, which is of course not going to cut it. Which does mean that the Yuan-Ti has just been made susceptible to 2d10 points of psychic damage. So rolling in for that one. Intellect Devourer potentially about to inflict some pretty heavy damage here. And heavy damage it is, with an 8 and a 7 making 15 points of psychic damage. Which has brought the Yuan-Ti Broodguard down to just 24 hit points after that first round of damage. But now this is the part that of course we have all been waiting for. Will the Yuan-Ti Broodguard showcase enough mental fortitude to stave off that terrifying stunned condition? It's time to find out as we roll in with 3d6. And again, if this roll total equals or exceeds the Yuan-Ti Broodguard's intelligence score, that score is reduced to 0. The target is then stunned until it regains at least 1 point of intelligence, which unfortunately in this instance it would not be able to do. Just as the Silver Dragon Wormling found out in the qualifying round, that would send the Yuan-Ti Broodguard immediately into the realms of defeat. So let's roll in and see what we get here. 3d6 coming in hot, and with 2 6s and a 1 for 13, that is going to absolutely lock down the Yuan-Ti Broodguard, not even able to move a muscle as the Intellect Devourer just bounds over its position, slashes and claws away, essentially devouring its brain right here. Although thematically, it will just be chipping and clawing away at the Yuan-Ti Broodguard until it is no longer able to stand. The Yuan-Ti Broodguard simply unable to escape from this stun condition. Once again, the Intellect Devourer proving why it is one of the most dangerous CR2 monsters in the entirety of Dungeons & Dragons. And with all that said, of course, the Intellect Devourer has done it again, bringing around the instant kill victory with its Devour Intellect attack. Yuan-Ti Broodguard not standing a chance as the Intellect Devourer moves forward into the semi-final rounds. What an absolutely savage victory condition from the Intellect Devourer. Will any creature on our list be able to take it down? Only time will tell, and we'll have to wait and see. But for now, I hope you enjoyed watching. Of course, the Intellect Devourer will be moving up into the semi-final round, where it will be facing a future challenger, which is either going to be the Dwegar Mindmaster or the Ettercap, with these two combatants respectively going head-to-head in the next Dungeons & Death Battles combat. Other than that, if you like what you saw, please consider dropping a like on the video, commenting down below, and subscribing to the channel. Of course, we do also have our Patreon, which has free and paid options, so it would be great to see you over there as well. Once again, thank you very much for joining me in the arena, and I will see you in the next video.